Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of January 5th through the 11th, and we'll have some changing moon energies during the week. We'll first have a waxing crescent, which is a time of heightened senses and a really good time to buckle down and get to work on anything that you've been working on. We will have a first quarter moon on the 7th, and that can be a day where you might feel impulsive, impatient, maybe a little bit of frustration, but get through that because then the waxing gibbous energy comes back, and just a really good time again to buckle down, work, make corrections. So just pay attention to that frustration energy that may come in there on the 7th and get through that. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Capricorn, your overall message card for this reading. Take time to breathe out. All right, let's see what Capricorn's got going on for the week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I'd like to remind you to get out in nature this week. Maybe take a walk in the woods or a beautiful park. Find an area with a lovely view, but just take time to really stop and connect with the miracle of nature. I know we've got some snow coming this week, so I always like to go outside at night after a snow and just so quiet. If you're in a warmer climate, we're a little jealous, but you enjoy that. All right, a couple of cards flying out here for Capricorn. Your overall present energy is kind of feeling of sense of security and in your financial world, maybe just kind of holding on to things and keeping things in balance. And that's a good energy there to be sitting in. Your situation this week is the Lover's card. So this could be, feeling that security with your partner. That you're just feeling good about your finances in the year to come, and something to think about this week. At the root of your situation is the Seven of Pentacles. More Pentacles here showing up for you. This looks like your material world. This is excuse me, kind of looking back on maybe the past year, the things that you've accumulated and worked on financially, things that are maybe you haven't harvested yet, but you're kind of seeing the growth and seeing those seeds that you've planted, and really you're just kind of in waiting mode, waiting for those things to come to fruition. In your recent past is kind of a feeling like you against the world. So if this is in your financial realm, maybe it's you're coming together with a partner to form a better plan together. It's sometimes not easy for everybody to be on the same page when it comes to, finances and goals in that area, but maybe you're trying to incorporate your partner and say, hey, we need to, buckle down and save money here, or we need to invest over here. Excuse me, let me grab a drink real quick. But coming together with a partner so that you're not feeling like you against the world, but feeling like us against the world. So think about that as you're moving through your week. Again, time to breathe out. So, you're going to relax maybe into this new way of being. What's on your mind this week is some temperance. And excuse me, anytime I'm having like a frog in my throat during a reading, it makes me think that maybe there's something here that you do need to speak up about. That's maybe hard to speak about. So keep that in mind also. But this temperance card, this is on your mind, this balance, this trying to maybe come to this new agreement. And again, if this is having to do with your finances and your pentacles, this could be, maybe you're sitting down together to write out a budget for the year. Maybe you have some financial goals, some things that you want to accomplish. There might be a vacation that you want to go on, and you're thinking, if we cut back here and here, we can do this bigger vacation, or some goal. Maybe there's something some goal that you're trying to come together. When it comes to your living situation, you may want to, upgrade to a better apartment or a better house. This could be about like a home improvement thing that you're going to come together on and kind of have a balance, like, let's get that bathroom remodeled. Let's work on that kitchen this year. So, it's here we are in this energy of the new year, and it's about creating those goals and things. And Capricorns are always very goal oriented anyway. So, you know, come together with your partner and have those discussions about how you want to live this year, or things or goals that you would like to accomplish. And again, speak up. When I have this frog in my throat, it makes me think that maybe it's harder for you to speak up for some reason. But go ahead and do that this week. What is just ahead of you is a little bit of discussion, perhaps, and debate. And maybe that's what's keeping you from wanting to speak up. That maybe you've kind of been through this. Here we are with these wands on either sides, with these pentacles. So, you want to keep that balance. You want to keep that harmony in your relationship, but it looks like there are going to maybe be some discussions, this could be disagreements, maybe different ways of looking at things. Maybe, you have a goal in one area, but your partner has a goal in the other. But, try to work together to, to put your heads together to try to come to mutual agreements on those types of things. And if you do, maybe then you can breathe out. It won't be, you just won't have that underlying stress there. It's always good to just put everything on the table. And, if you have two different ways of going about things, maybe you can, use that temperance to come to a balance between, this is your emotional, this watery emotion, and your physical world. So speak up. And your advice position is the death card. So, this is an ending. This could be the death of a way of being, maybe after this discussion. And, if that's the case, if you maybe need to get on your partner's page a little bit more, this could be as simple as the death of running off to Starbucks, the death of shopping on Amazon every time you get the whim. If you're going to buckle in and have some sort of budget to move towards a future where you go again. If you're goal setting, if there's something that you want to accomplish financially this year, then there might be some letting go of something so that you can, some sacrifice so that you can get to that goal together. What is beyond your control this week is the Knight of Cups. So, this is an emotional thing, and this is emotional action. Now, is this your partner coming towards you in this kind of loving, gentle, emotional way? I'm just getting the feeling like, um, that your partner may be thinking, I don't want to rock the boat here, but this particular thing that you're doing is maybe we need to reel it in a little bit so that we can accomplish these goals together. But you need to speak up too. And if you might have to give a little bit, and again, you may have to let something go in order to get to these goals, and to get to a place where you can accomplish this together. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Is some rest and meditation about this. Now, is this you running for the hills after this conversation comes in? Just leave me alone, or are you trying to avoid thinking about this? So only you can answer when the card is in this position. So definitely think about that. Is this not a conversation that you want to have? Are you a little bit uncomfortable about this? And maybe it's because you feel like, hey, I'm going to sacrifice this thing. Well, what are you going to sacrifice? So that could be the debate there. And maybe everybody has to throw in some sort of sacrifice into the ring to get to that, really good stability there. And your outcome position is looking ahead to the future. So that's never a bad thing. Excuse me. Again, with the speaking up, the little frog in my throat there. So this really does come across as thinking about the future, we've got these wands here. There's going to be some passion in here. And I do feel like, just a little bit of back and forth. But I feel like you can get on the same page and get to a place where, you've got that balance. That's what you want. That seems to be on your mind. You want to look towards the future and have that balance. So what's being hidden from you this week is some hard work. So maybe, that might be what gets you to these goals. You're the root of this is you're kind of looking on your back year, on the year that's gone past, when it comes to your money and everything. And maybe you're not really thinking about the hard work, and maybe you don't want to think about it again with this four of swords. You may not want to think about the work that it's going to take to make those kind of sacrifices. But if these are goals, if you're feeling like it was you against the world and now you're partnering up with your partner, hey, let's have this debate, let's have these discussions, let's learn what we can each let go so that we can move towards the future in a good emotional way and feel like everybody's kind of on the same page. So I think it's a great message. I feel like this is something that all couples go through. Sometimes you just got to sit down and take a look at how you're living and kind of reevaluate. Do we need to cut back here? Do we need to spend more over here? How can we accomplish our goals together? And it's kind of the time of the year where you would have that sort of conversation. So it makes perfect sense to me. So final message here from the Soul Oracle deck for Capricorn, January 5th through the 11th, as they go through this reevaluation here. All right. Keep your commitments. So, I'm looking at this work being hidden from you card too. And I feel like I had this in another reading too, that if this is emotional, and you're feeling like, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to call off work today. Don't do that. Like, you can get through this. You need to breathe out. You need to take a little of that time to relax. Again, you might be trying to avoid this, but maybe just time to go inward and really sit with these things that are, maybe after this discussion, and just really think about it and think about your commitment to your partnership here, because your commitment is that you're going to help and support each other and grow in how you accomplish your dreams and how you live your life together. It's not just about what you want or what your partner wants, but it's about coming together in a partnership so that everybody can have a little bit of what they want, right? Even if there's some sacrifice involved there. So Capricorn, I wish you the best of luck with this, with this week that you have coming up with this. Again, this is something that all couples go through. So if you're comfortable sharing, of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you might be going through. I do read those, and it does help me connect to you, so I would appreciate that. And I do post readings every week. Come back next week. We'll see if this situation evolves or if there's something else that comes up for you next week, something totally new. So if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And of course, I certainly appreciate that. So, Capricorn, best of luck with this situation. Again, take time to breathe out. Maybe take a little of that inward time just to think about conversations and things that you're having. So, I wish you the best of luck with this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.